Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 8 of the Candlestick course for beginners. My name is Mr. Crypto Tracker and I'm going to teach you how to trade with candlesticks. Before we start this episode, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you didn't do it so far, and also turn the notification bell on to get notified when a new video comes. In the previous episode, I started to talk about the two candle line patterns, and I talked about piercing pattern and dark cloud cover patterns. In this episode, I'm going to talk about engulfing pattern and also counterattack candlestick pattern, which are the two candle line patterns. In this episode, you are going to learn about the importance of bullish and bearish engulfing pattern, and also how bullish and bearish counterattack pattern can lead to quick trend change. Let's start with the two candle pattern called bullish engulfing pattern, as you can see it here on the left side. Like a piercing pattern, the bullish engulfing pattern typically appears at the culminating of a decline or a downtrend. As you can see it here, we have a decline and then this pattern appears. The market falls and a red candle forms. As you can see here, we have a red candle first. Then a candle line develops with a real body that wraps around the prior session's red body. As you can see, this green candle completely wraps around this red candle, or we can say it hugs that candle. As the green real body opens under the prior black real body's close, and closes above the session's open, it shows that buying pressure has overpowered selling pressure, or we can say bulls take control of the market. If the market is solid, the lows of the bullish engulfing pattern should be a support. So for those of you who want to enter to a long trade based on this pattern, there should be a stop. You should put your stop loss right below the low of the bullish engulfing pattern. The flip side of a bullish engulfing pattern is the bearish engulfing pattern, as you can see it on the right side of this slide, which appears at the top of a market experiencing an uptrend. You can see we have an uptrend, then we have the bearish engulfing pattern here. A green real body is engulfed by a red real body. We have the green real body here, then it engulfed with a red real body, which suggests a top reversal for us. As you can see here in this photo, the red real body gaps above, it opens with a gap above these, above the close of this candle, and also it closed below the open of the green candle. The movement indicates that supply has overpowered the demand, and obviously the bears took control from the bulls. If the market is weak, the high of the bearish engulfing pattern should be a resistant area. And also, if you want to enter to a short trade, you can put your stop loss just above the high of the red candle. Let's take a look at a chart, an example. Here you can see, after having an uptrend, a bearish engulfing pattern appeared here, and we know for the future price action it will act as a resistant area. And here in this case, again, when the price come back to this resistant area, this is an uptrend, then another bearish engulfing pattern appeared and make another resistant area here, and also again we have another bearish engulfing pattern in this resistant area. The next patterns I'm going to talk about are counterattack lines. Counterattack lines are formed when opposite colored candles have the same close. In this slide, the bullish counterattack line occurs during a decline. As you can see it here, the initial candle in this pattern is usually a red candle. You can see it here. In a downtrend, we have a red candle first. Next, and the next candle opens lower. Here is the next candle. This here is the close of the red one, and here is the open. So we have a gap between the close of the previous candle and open of the new candle. And suddenly, the bulls stage a counter attack by pushing prices to the prior candle's close. So bulls push the price all the way up to the prior candle's close. This causes the downtrend to stall. The bullish counter-attack pattern is similar to the bullish piercing pattern. Here is our piercing pattern. We studied this pattern in the previous episode, and here is the bullish counter-attack pattern. The difference is that the bullish counter-attack line does not move up into the prior candle's real body. Here in the piercing pattern, we said the close of the candle should be higher than the half of the red candle. But here in this case, in the counter-attack line, the close of the green candle is around the close of the red candle. The inability of the bullish counterattack formation to push into the former candle's real body tells you that it may not be quite as potent as the piercing pattern. Therefore, the counterattack line should be respected also. It shows a changing of the guard from bears to bulls, and that's always a significant event. In a bearish counterattack pattern, as you can see it here, we have the bearish counterattack line here. The first green candle shows that the bulls are in control. This candle tells us the bulls are in control. But the next candle gaps open higher. This is the close and this is the open. But the bears, this is the open, this is the close of the green candle, and this is the open of the red candle. And the bears push the price to go down to the prior session's close. So this red candle closes almost at the close of the green candle. The surprise bulls have no doubt to swallow their recent optimism and now find themselves on a shaky ground. As you've probably summarized, the bearish counterattack pattern is similar to the dark cloud cover. As you can see here, this is the dark cloud cover. But again, the black, or in this case, in our chart, the red counterattack candle does not operate the prior session's real body. Here you can see it doesn't penetrate into the prior real body, but in the dark cloud cover we explained that the close should be below the half of the green candle. This is the point you should consider, which this suggests that the dark cloud cover may display a slightly stronger signal, but again, whenever supply overwhelms demand, it significantly changes the market texture. So bearish counterattack lines send especially potent signals when the second session's gaps open much higher than the previous session. This tells you that the market moved strongly in the direction of the prevailing trend. Then then made a sharp U-turn to close at the prior day's closing price. You can also imagine the same scenario with directions reversed for the bullish counterattack pattern here. So let's summarize what we learned about the counterattack candlestick pattern. The counterattack lines is a 2-candle reversal pattern that appears on the candlestick chart. The pattern shows that the buyers may be losing control during an uptrend or that sellers may be losing control in a downtrend. The pattern is composed of 2 candles of opposite color or opposite direction. The use of a third or fourth candle that confirms the next price direction following the pattern is recommended. Counterattack lines are a fairly specific pattern and therefore don't occur frequently on candlestick chart. This is very important. Traders should use the counterattack line pattern in conjunction with other forms of technical analysis to maximize their odds of successful trade. A confirmation candle is a price move in the expected direction. For example, following a bullish reversal, the price is expected to rise. A trade is not taken until the price actually starts to rise. Once confirmation has occurred and a long trade has been entered, a stop loss can be placed below the low of the pattern. And once a short trade has been confirmed, a stop loss can be placed above the high of the pattern. Now you can see why the 2-candle bullish and bearish engulfing pattern, bullish piercing pattern, dark cloud cover, and bullish and bearish counterattack patterns are such powerful indicators. And strong opinion drives the price in one direction, then suddenly that opinion reverts. So for this episode, please go on different charts as always and try to look for these patterns you learn in this episode and see how the price actions developed after these patterns. So see you on the next episode.